Look at this one, the one which is on the screen. I have given it to you. So if you just remember in the first class, I said it is marketing doctor. You know why I said that? Because you can compare both of the processes, what a medical doctor does and what a marketing doctor does, market researcher does, and you see there is complete similarity. That is why I said marketing doctor. Just look at what is happening. So it is one of the ways to create an impression in your mind that what is the research process. You have that, please read it. Please read it one by, compare, read by comparing it with each other, and you will see it is possible that medical doctor, some of the terminologies you will not understand, but you can ask somebody who is sitting with you. So medical doctor, the patient, okay, just read this and compare both. You will see the similarity in both the processes.
The marketing doctor, they focus more on statistical testing, while the medical doctor, they are like dealing with chemistry at the end of.
So yes, but the same research process is going on. Again, I have not broken the I have not written all the components. Neither I have broken all the components of research question. Just for demonstration sake, just for showing you how similar are the processes. It is given. Yeah, just look at the first page itself. The next one we will be doing in, that is for entire service quality problem. I have written definition. I have written step number 1 in detail and step number 2. So read that as well before we get started with the problems. I'm just able to recall one of the Professor here. He was doing one consulting assignment in America for a restaurant. So they did all this market research process. In the end, the solution they suggested was that the restaurant, patronage was coming down, but they identified that uh, one of the welcome drink, the women used to, the accompanying woman with a male, whenever they used to enter the restaurant, they used to like that particular drink very much. And it was not a welcome drink, I would say. That was a paid drink, but uh, that drink they used to like very much, the women, when they used to enter with when couples are coming or families are coming and so on. The solution proposed was offer that drink as a complimentary for the woman. And because generally women in the families, they decide which restaurant we will go to, the sales will increase, and that is what happened. So you need to also go there at the place for which you are solving the problem, to observe and see things, more things than what you get from the, doing all the market research activities. Personally doing the observation is also very, very important. That is what I wanted to say. The solution can come from anywhere. So after you have read marketing doctor and medical doctor, please read this one for the service quality. It is in detail the step number 1 and step number 2. Right. When we break it into hypothesis, we are, claiming an unproven statement. We know that we have to collect data to either to prove or, reject this particular statement. Start working on the restaurant situation where the probable cause is given. You have to write the management decision problem, marketing research problem, components, and then identify the theory. From the theory, try to break components into research questions and hypotheses. For both class assignment 1 and 2. So the first situation is the probable cause for the restaurant decreasing sales is poor physical environment of restaurant. Management decision problem is already defined. Now you need to write down the marketing research problem, break it into components, and then use your mobiles, whatever device you have, to identify the constituents of physical environment of a restaurant. First of all, write the marketing research problem. So start writing the marketing research problem for this poor physical environment of restaurant.
So these then comes under place in the 4 Ps.
See, service, in case of services, yes, it will be the place, because it is service. The service is given, produced and consumed at the same place, which is a restaurant. Yeah, that is, don't tell dimensions, because when we talk more, when we go much deeper into academics, then we talk about, you can say constituents, what constitute, this is right. One could also add in that what is its impact on sales, but whatever you stated is right. That is one way of stating it. Very good. Now the ones who have stated it correctly or near correctly, please break it into components. Determine and compare.
So why is the marketing research problem only comparing with the competitors? Why can't it be more qualitative, as in like how people react to different kind of ambiences?
We will come to that as well. See, how people react to different kind of ambiences. That could also be one of the part of this research, part of this activity, wherein we also conduct an experiment to see how people react to different physical ambience. But you have to understand that you have to, sometimes when you are doing experiments, you have to create that different ambiences, which will take a lot of money and effort. Can you create those to conduct the experiment, or you will have to work out different ways, maybe take people to different environments and get to know their perceptions about them. One could do that as well. That could also be one of the, let's say if this would have been about the poor packaging, then one of the experiment we would have done later is maybe it is easier to design different packages, right? Once you have poor packaging quality, poor package is the probable cause. You do the marketing research problem, break down the poor packaging. Packaging would have many things related to labeling, color, text, font, the shape of the label and so on. Packaging would have, and the how easily it can be opened, how easily it can be closed, and so on. Various things. Once you get an answer, where is the problem? Design 3 packages, 4 packages, conduct an experiment, which one will be acceptable. You can do that. But that will come after you do the descriptive research. That is what we are doing. Experimental research, causal research, we can follow after descriptive. But you are right about that.
We have to write everything like null hypothesis.
No, don't write null, just write one hypothesis. But before that, you need to break it down to components. What are the components?
Who are the competitors?
Competitors are the competitors. What are the components of the marketing research problem? First, you have to break the marketing research problem into its components before directly looking at the constituents. Determine and compare the physical environment of ABC restaurant with respect to competitors. Right? Then you will break it down into who are the competitors, one component. What are the constituents of physical environment of a restaurant? Compare ABC restaurant with competitors on physical environment. Compare ABC restaurant with competitors on constituents of ABC or on constituents of physical environment. Then you will write what are the demographics and psychographics of the customers that visit these restaurants. Are these customers same, the ones who visit all these restaurants? Can we segment these customers based upon demographics and psychographics? So all there are 6-7 components. Then you have to go to developing an approach to the problem to the Google Scholar and type the probable cause, physical environment of restaurant. You will get some good papers, journal papers. Click on any first result, second result, look at that journal paper, you will get the constituents of physical environment of a restaurant. Not only constituents, but their definition also and how they are measured also. Everything you will get. First of all, you have to look at the theory. Then you have to look at the context of the problem, whether it is about the geographical location or the physical environment, which means is it about the how it appears from inside, outside, and so on. Not much about the location. So, but just be focused on the probable cause. Focus on the probable cause. So write down all these components. Once you have written, go to Google Scholar and type the probable cause, physical environment of restaurant. You will get some papers. First result, second result. Click on that. Download the paper. You will directly get what are the constituents of physical environment of a restaurant. If something is missing, read those constituents. Something is missing, you think it is important, add that also. That will be not objective evidence, because for objective evidence you need to get the missing variable from some other report that has proven that to be one of the constituent that impact physical environment. But in this case, let's say if you have an idea that something is missing which is crucial, you can still add it up into those variables that you get from the paper, and then it is your job once you add to define it. See, in this paper, the first result is itself, when you type in Google Scholar, you get these constituents: facility, aesthetics, ambience, lighting, table settings, layout, service staff. So you got these. If you look at their definition itself is given. What is facility aesthetics? Facility aesthetics means architectural design, interior design, and decor. Likewise, layout, spatial layout refers to the way in which objects are arranged within the environment. You have everything. Ambience is one of the, so lighting is another. So see what is their definition, and you would also get to know how they are measured also in terms of the questions, statements. So these are the statements. We will focus on the questions or statements at the later part of this course, but the benefit of looking through Google Scholar is that you will get a paper in which those constituents would already be being given. Their definition would be very, very precise and clear, and their measures would also be. Measure is required because you need to measure these at the end of the day, and we will look at them. So did you get this idea? Once you have these 6 constituents, you might get some other paper as well. You can now break the components into research questions and write the research questions. Now move to the second exercise, which is about the poor salesman's skills, and write the marketing research problem for the second situation. Poor selling skills. So write down the marketing research problem. After you state this step number 2, you will be able to identify first that physical environment is a problem or not, because you will see whether it received overall score is low. Then you will know from the constituent which one is the problem, and then that is the one you are going to improve. So what is the marketing research problem? Yeah, now.
Determine and compare V-Clean vacuum cleaner and its competitors on the basis of salesman selling skills.
Need not be required. Comparison may not be required, because you can either put the comparison or need not, because even if you obtain the score only of the salesman of V-Clean company and you see the scores are less, that would be a answer that the salesmanship skills are not good. So you need not always compare as well. Depending upon your resources and time you have, you can here choose to compare or not to compare.
But sir, shouldn't there be a benchmark to compare that?
So see, when you are going to measure, you will be measuring in such a way that you will obtain your answer. If the skills are low, you are saying, if let's say industry skills are also low, yeah, so there that will be a problem, that the benchmarking, whether it is the problem with industry salespeople or only the salespeople, that problem you will get. But that's why I said that depending upon the effort and time you have, you can also take the comparison with the industry's overall industry salesman and do it. If time is not there, only do it with their salesman. And wherever, let's say, the score on the selling skills, there are 10 types of selling skills, in 2-3 it is very low, work on that, depending upon the time resources. But yes, you can compare it if the time and effort allows.
So again, salesman training mechanism determining that could that be the market?
No, first of all, we need to measure the selling skills. Once we know where is the problem, then that will be part of solution. They train on these skills.
So can it be that determine the factors that affect the salesman selling skills of?
No, determine the factors. No, determine what are the determine the different types of, or what are the selling skills, salesmanship skills that help them perform in their work setting, whatever. So in that, for a vacuum cleaner, because it is direct sales, so it will be different from technology sales and so on. So, and then you need to look at direct sales in the Google Scholar, direct selling skills or salesmanship skills. You will get the skills. Same exercise you will have to do.
Problem definition, as you mentioned, the dimensions or constitution characteristics. So here
You write the constituents. So in this case, the selling skills. So selling skills can be of various types. There can be presentation skills. You know, how you address the objection, that is a skill. How you start a conversation, that is a skill. So there are so many, how you adapt to the demands of the customers, how you adapt your presentation, how you how much you can improvise, to resolve customer, that could also be a skill. So identify those skills from the Google Scholar, and if something is missing, add, and then take it forward. Whatever, that's what. Don't write. If you can complete this page, that much is enough. I don't need you to add additional sheets into it. In that particular sheet for the physical environment and salesmanship skills also, and there is a Big Brother's case I will upload on the Moodle, that also you need to solve. Thank you everybody. Have a nice day ahead.